Hey Aries, it's Tenecia from Tenecia's Tarot. I'm here to do a mini reading for you for the month of July 2019, and I'm going to get started. I'm focusing on romance, so here we go. What's in store for Aries? Love life, romance. Woo! These cards are popping out. Ooh. Oh, and one more. I usually do 3 cards and then I go into a little bit more depth, some clarifiers. Alright, so to begin with, we have the Devil. Now, the Devil is telling me that there has been some unhealthy patterns or behaviors or interactions you've been having, and this tells me that there's been a bit of trouble going on, and that you're still sort of standing in this trouble. You're not moving out of it. You're in some position of either self-imposed or otherwise imposed toxic behaviors or restrictions. The Devil card comes up when we are dealing with things like addictions or overindulgence or toxic relationships with others. So when we apply this to a romantic sense, I am seeing that it's whatever the interaction you're having is with someone else, it's not healthy for you. It is a toxic one. This card can also speak of hedonism and sexually driven interactions, so that they're superficial, they're taking more from you than what they're giving. So this is telling me that whoever it is that you're involved with or interested in being involved with is not healthy for you. Now, the next card that comes along is interesting because it's the Ace of Pentacles, which can often be the wish card. Like you're getting your wishes granted, or it can be an offer of financial gains or whatever. So this sort of to me, in relation to this card, what it's telling me is that there's some sort of, like, you have great desire for this, even though it is toxic for you. You may be there may be financial aspects to it, even though it is very toxic for you. You're feeling like there's some financial gain to be had, or it's something that is, fulfilling some part of, a wish that you want. So the desire here is very strong, but ultimately it's very toxic. So this is telling me that, like, what you're wanting, what you're desiring is very unhealthy for you. Now, the next card that comes along, this is curious. This is the Hierophant. So this can be about society or religious sects or, outside influences that are of a more organized and traditional nature. So sometimes this can symbolize marriage or orthodox union of some kind, but in relation to these other cards, I'm seeing it as like perhaps this is what you're bound to. Perhaps there is something legal or societal, or there's some image you're not wanting to shift by breaking this union. So perhaps, like, to the outside world, you and this romantic interest are seemingly above board, but behind doors there's these toxic behaviors and this tie with money, or you think there's a tie, there's something you're going to get out of it. So that's very curious to me. Let's get a little more insight here. Alright, so I'm using these Celtic tarots for clarification. Whoa. Okay, we just got 1, 2, 3 straight away. 2 and 3. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles came out as a clarification for the Devil, and again, yeah, this is really talking about money, financial gain. The Queen of Pentacles is quite stable in her resources, in her family life. She is slow moving and methodical, but to me this is talking about some level of dominance. So it's like you're being financially dominated or you're financially dominating someone else. But either way, there's a financial aspect to this toxic union. So you're valuing money over whatever this is doing to you. You might not feel it. Sometimes we get involved in toxic behaviors and we don't actually realize the damage it's doing until a little bit down the track. So to me, this is telling me that you're prioritizing a financial element and ignoring the toxicity. I mean, it may well feel good, for now, but for the fact the devil's there, it's telling me that ultimately this isn't healthy for you. Yeah, and the Ace of Wands, this is it's come up with this the Ace of Pentacles has come up with a clarifier of the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is about stable unions. So your wish is to be stabilized with this person, and this is where I keep getting this feeling to the outside world it seems like you guys are solid. So whoever it is that you're involved in a relationship with, or whoever it is that you want to become involved in a relationship with, they're seemingly solid. And that's why it's your wish to stabilize with them and unify with them. But it started with the devil, so to me it's just saying that there is underpinning this whole thing is a level of toxicity that isn't healthy for you. So it might be great for them, but ultimately this isn't healthy for you. But there may be a period of you feeling like you're getting what you want, of it feeling like it's stabilizing. And yeah, with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant in this reading, there could be some level of marriage or ceremony commitment. So with the Hierophant clarification, it's the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords, this is somebody slinking away. This is somebody who's compromising their truth. So I feel like what's happening here is because you so badly want this unification, so you're willing to overlook things. You're so much wanting everything to work out in the eyes of everyone else that you're happy to sort of half cheat yourself. And that's really what I'm getting from this reading, Aries, is that you're cheating yourself. You're not being true to yourself, and you're probably going to go through with a commitment to this person. So I'm not feeling for whoever this reading's for, I'm not feeling like it's somebody you're meeting. I believe it's somebody you're already involved with, and the toxicity levels, it's they're already very established, and the financial involvement is already there, and the pathway towards some level of higher commitment, whether it be marriage or whatever, it's already there. But this is telling me that there's an underlying part of this that isn't great. Look, there's going to be a little bit of a happy time here. You're going to feel like your wish was fulfilled. But ultimately, it's this relationship isn't, it's going to take more from you than what it gives you. So, yeah, but I mean, the Seven of Swords also talks about, in the end you may well be able to, take, this card can also be about sneaking away. So, you may come to realize this isn't serving you and sneak away. Yeah, so, Aries, you're pretty gung-ho. It's you'll go into things head on and then sort of realize after the fact. So I'm feeling like that's a little bit of what's happening here. So yeah, that's the mini reading for July. Thank you for watching and sharing, If you'd like to keep in touch for next month, click the subscribe button, and if you'd like a personal reading, use the email address below. Okay, Aries, happy July.